8 million, 83 million, 10.3 million, 8.7 million, 10 million, 4.5 million, 14.2 million, 16 million, 8.8 million, 13.5 million. What's up at welcome sa Pochokla. Katulad ng mga ibang content creators dito sa YouTube, nagkaroon na ako ng time to reflect on what has transpired this 2025, the year na sinimulan ko ang channel nito. And for me, looking at the analytics, looking at the numbers, the key highlight for this channel would be ang period na yung second half ng August until about the third week of September. And that time is really something that we can relate to when the flood control scandal blew up. And during that time, even today, ang talagang pinakamadalas na relo na nafi-feature ko sa channel nito ay Rolex. And I think Rolex is such a famous brand. I think needs no introduction. Kilala natin lahat ng ang Rolex. Kahit yung mga hindi familiar sa watches, kilala nila ang Rolex. But when you really look deeper into it, para sa akin, ang lumabas talaga na parang big boy or big girl watch would be Patek Philippe. In a nutshell, ang video na ito will become a compilation or a recap of instances wherein I have surmised that the watch being shown na suot ng politician or contractor ay isang Patek Philippe na relo. Gusto ko mag-focus sa mga Patek Philippe na suot ng mga politicians, pati ng mga adjacent sa politicians like contractors. Especially, it's a relevant topic these days and it's very close to the heart of many Filipinos. So for politicians and contractors, yung Patek Philippe na brand, it's appeared in 30 separate instances. Interestingly, kapag sinuma mo yung mga maximum secondary market selling price ng mga relo na yan, at the time na finiture ko sila, umaabot yan ng humigit kumulang 340 million pesos. Ngayon, for context, kung tama si DTI Secretary Cristina Roque na ang Noche Buena ng isang pamilyang Pilipino ay 500 pesos ngayong Christmas 2025, ang halaga na yan, 340 million pesos, ay makakapagbigay ng Noche Buena sa 680,000 na pamilya. Bago po tayo magsimula, konting caveat lang. Sa video po na ito, it's a compilation. So may mga sections po ako na i-cut out. Also, some of the prices that I mentioned here might be outdated. Pero hindi naman siguro sobrang layo. Also, yung mga alternatives, hindi na lahat ng alternative ay babanggitin ko in all of the instances kasi there are cases where I repeat the alternatives kasi yung iba talaga ang gandang alternative like the Mido Multi-4 TV Big Date as an alternative to the Aquanaut. Hindi ko na yan ulit-ulitin for the sake of this video. Hindi na ako magpapaligoy-ligoy pa. Tara na! So this is during the inauguration of Bongbong. Such a significant event, you know, he just has to wear a beautiful watch, and that he does in this inauguration. He wears a Patek Philippe, not just any Patek Philippe. He wears the Patek Philippe Nautilus 5980R-01. This one, it sells in the secondary market for 5 million pesos to 7.5 million, depending on the condition of the watch. The alternative that I have for you is from a brand called Mido. Specifically is the Mido Multi-4 TV Big Date. This one retails for 1,170 Swiss francs. In peso terms, that's about 75,000. But of course, you have to pay taxes and duties for that to get here.
Minsan nakupo kami ni Jocelyn dyan.
Sige.
Lord, ganun ako. Tapos yung sa harap ko, low-waisted pants. Nakita ko yung tibak. Sabi ko, Diyos, pang...
Okay, so makikita nyo dito parang octagon na curved yung shape ng relo na suot ni Sir Rafi at meron itong rubber strap. So sa tingin ko, based din sa profile ng mga relo ni Sir Rafi na nakikita ko sa mga palabas niya, ito ay isang Patek Philippe Aquanaut, specifically the reference 5167A. Nirelease to nung 1997, inspired by a watch that is also included in Patek Philippe's catalog, which is the Nautilus. At mapapansin nyo, napaka-sporty ng dating nitong Aquanaut, which is contrary to most of their catalog. Kasi ang Patek Philippe, normally gumagawa yan, mga dress watches. At yung SRP ng modelo na to, medyo mataas. Nasa 1.5 million pesos. Mataas lang ng konti doon. Pero dahil patok na patok ang Aquanaut, wala kayong makikita nito sa mga tindahan ng Patek Philippe. Instead, titingin kayo sa secondary market if you want the watch now. At makikita nyo sa secondary market, it would be sold na from a range of 3.1 million to 4.5 million pesos depending on the condition of the watch. Dito po sa relo ni Sir Albi Benitez, mahalaga po syempre yung case shape. Lagi pong mahalaga yan para malaman natin kung ano yung relo. Pero mahalaga din po sa kaso na ito kung paano na naman dumidikit yung bracelet doon sa case dahil isa po ulit itong integrated bracelet sports watch. Ngayon, bukod po dyan, ang isa sa mga kapansin-pansin na katangian ay yung subdial niya na merong makapal na white outline, no? At dahil po dito, tingin ko, this is a Patek Philippe Nautilus, the 5980 1A. Ngayon, ang specific na Nautilus po na ito ay discontinued na. Pero on the secondary market, you can find it for up to 6.5 million pesos. So, itong relo na suot ni current President Bongbong Marcos, the key characteristics would be the case shape and the color of the case that looks to be rose gold. And in some footage, I've seen this to have small seconds. And because of those characteristics, tingin ko, ito ay isang Patek Philippe Calatrava. If I had to guess, I think it would be the Calatrava 5196 R001 dahil nga rose gold yung kulay niya, no. I think this is a great watch. In other circumstances, no, I've seen the current president wear IWCs, and during his inauguration, I saw him wear the Patek Philippe Nautilus in the rose gold with a brown strap. I think by far, this is the best choice, and for such an event, I think it fits very well. On the secondary market, I've seen this watch go for up to 1.8 million pesos plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa. But that's why you have to think of an alternative. And for the alternative, I am giving you the Longines flagship heritage. When it comes to the secondary market price for this watch, maximum na nakita ko sa secondary market dito sa Pinas would be 70,000 pesos. And that's why I implore you na kapag gusto nyo ang itsura ng Calatrava, go for the flagship heritage. Dito sa photo po na ito, ang kailangan nating tingnan sa relo ni Ralph Recto would be the case shape and the integrated bracelet. I think malaking clue na po yan. Pero tingnan din natin sa side ng crown, parang merong pushers and then the dial color. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko this is a Patek Philippe Nautilus 5980 1A. On the secondary market, you can find this for around $244,000. So in Philippine currency terms, yan po ay nasa 14.3 million pesos plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa. Dito po tayo sa bonus round kay Teacher Stella Kimbo, no? So tingnan natin yung case shape, tingnan natin yung rubber strap, yung dial format, and then even from a distance, parang makikita nyo na may texture yung dial. And obviously, this is a Patek Philippe Aquanaut, the 5167A, no? 4.5 million pesos on the secondary market. Baka lang din po interesado kayong malaman kung anong relo ni Ferdinand E. Marcos, no? At ang example po ng relo niya dito na ipapakita ko ay isang Patek Philippe, the Gondolo Golden Ellipse reference 3528/3. So ang relo po na ito, I've seen it sell on the secondary market for up to $10,800. And in peso terms today, yan po ay nasa mga 620,000 pesos po, no? So dito po kay Mr. Gabaw, ang kailangan nating tingnan dyan, yung subdials niya at the 12 o'clock position and the 6 o'clock position. At dahil po sa mga katangian na yan ng dial, tingin ko this is a Patek Philippe Nautilus 5990/1A. This watch sells at retail for 4.2 million pesos. But on the secondary market, up to 8.8 million. At mahal talaga. So sa relo ni Mr. Kirante, malamang sa malamang would be a Nautilus. Para malaman natin kung anong variant, tingnan natin yung case niya, yung kulay ng case specifically, which parang rose gold siya dito. Tapos mapapansin nyo, hindi bracelet ito, naka-strap ang specific na relo na ito. And then, finally, parang merong obvious sub-dial at the 6 o'clock position. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko this is the Nautilus 5980R-001. But on the secondary market, I still find it selling for up to 7.5 million pesos. So, napakalaking pera po niyan. So, nag-isip po ako ng alternative. At yung alternative na naisip ko is from a Filipino brand na makina watches, no? Specifically the Oriel 6 with the forest green dial. So, this watch sells for $750 US. Yan po ay nasa mga 43,000 pesos sa website po ng Makina Watches. Ang relo ni Zaldico, malamang sa malamang Nautilus. Ang tanong na lang kung anong klase. At para malaman po natin yan, tingnan natin yung dial niya ng maigi. So, mapapansin nyo parang merong sub-dial or sub-dials na off-center. At pati yung branding po ng Patek Philippe, it seems to be off-center in this specific instance. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko this sa Patek Philippe Nautilus 5712. I see it selling on the secondary market for up to 8.7 million pesos. Dito po sa relo ni Sibak, Bro Eddie Villanueva, ang kailangan po nating tingnan dito yung hugis ng case, no? Pati yung bezel niya na nagiging hugis television. Sa gilid po ng case, makita nyo parang may mga nakausli. Integrated yung bracelet niya at yung kulay po ng dial, tingnan natin na parang kulay blue. And then not sure po kung mababago ng YouTube compression, but on the dial, parang meron pong pattern na horizontal lines, no? At dahil sa mga katangian niya, tingin ko this is a Patek Philippe Nautilus, the 5711A. You would have to look at the secondary market kung saan ang mga relo po na ganito, minsan binibenta for up to 7 million pesos. At siguro dito sa picture, no, na pinapakita natin, napakaswerte po ng mga nabinabasbasan ng isang kamay na merong Nautilus 5711A, no? Lalo na napaka-rare po ng modelo na ito. Yung kasunod po no, na relo ni Senator Joel Villanueva, ang kailangan po nating tingnan dyan yung case shape niya na parang TV-shaped. Tapos yung bracelet niya kung paano kumakabit sa case. So integrated bracelet style. And then the color of the dial as well as the likely shape of the indices. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko din sa Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711/1A. Mag-share lang ako ng interesting tidbit about the name of this watch. So, ang Nautilus po is actually a Latin word which comes from the Greek word Nautilus, which means sailor, if I'm not mistaken. At medyo ironic po, no? Kasi ang relo na ito has a water resistance rating of only up to 30 meters, no? So, advice lang, Senator Joel, in spite of the name, hindi nyo po ito malulusong sa baha. So, just in case po, matrap po kayo sa baha. Hopefully po, hindi nyo po suot ang Nautilus or poprotektahan nyo po ito. So, ang relo po na ito on the secondary market costs up to 7 million pesos. Depende sa seller na kausap nyo, pati sa condition ng watch. Dito po sa relo na ito, tingnan natin yung integrated bracelet. Basically, kung paano dumidikit yung bracelet sa case. Yung case shape niya rin, even from this angle, mukha siyang TV shaped case. Tapos yung kulay ng dial and then yung nipis ng relo. At dahil sa mga katangian yan, tingin ko this is a Patek Philippe Nautilus reference 5711A with the white dial. On the secondary market, I find it for up to 109,000 Swiss francs. Yan po ay halos 8 million pesos, very close. And it's a shame because discontinued na po ang relo na ito, so very rare na, it's hard to find at napaka-mahal niya. Pero Senator Cheese, hindi mo magagamit to sa baha. Ang alternative po na naisip ko ay isang Casio, the MTP E735D 7AV. It sells on Casio's website for 5,940 pesos. Dito po sa relo ni Honorable Senator Cheese Escudero, kailangan lang po nating tingnan the rubber strap and the pattern, pati yung kulay which is black. Tapos yung case shape, pati dial color. At dahil sa mga katangian yan, tingin ko this is a Patek Philippe Aquanaut, the 5167A. No? On the secondary market, ang relo po na ito is selling for up to 3.8 million pesos. In terms of the alternative, this is nothing new. The Mido Multifort TV Big Date. Retail-wise, ang retail po nito is 1,070 Swiss francs. Pag kinonvert niyo po sa pesos, yun ay nasa 77,000 plus taxes, duties, and shipping pa. Dito sa relo ni Madam Press Estrada, ang kailangan po nating tingnan dito, yung hugis ng case. And then pag tiningnan nyo po, kung paano kumakabit yung bracelet doon sa case niya, parang nagiging seamless yung design niya, na as if there's no watch head or watch case. At pag tiningnan nyo po yung dial niya, it's a dark color. And then pag tiningnan nyo po yung bezel niya, sa gilid niya, mapapansin nyo, meron pong diamond. So dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko this is a Patek Philippe 24 49101201R. On the secondary market, I still find it for up to 42,000 euros. Pag kinonvert po sa pesos, yan ay mga nasa halos 2.9 million. Dito sa relo ni Speaker of the House Martin Romualdez, para po makagkaroon ako ng guess kung anong relo ito, tumingin po ako dun sa hugis ng case, pati sa integrated bracelet. Tapos pag tinignan nyo po yung dark dial niya, meron siyang sub-dial sa 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock positions. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko this is a Patek Philippe Nautilus 5990/1A. So ang relo po na ito has an SRP of almost 4.3 million pesos, but on the secondary market, I see it for up to 8.8 million pesos. Dito naman po sa image na ito, ang kailangan nating tingnan yung case shape ulit. So para magkakaroon kayo ng clue na, oh, kamukha nyo yung Nautilus kanina. And the same guess as mine yan, pagka yan po ang hula nyo. Bukod po dyan, yung kulay ng case na parang rose gold tone siya. And then yung strap niya, which is color brown. Pati yung kung paano dumidikit yung strap doon sa case. Tapos pag tinignan nyo yung dial niya, dark colored, pero parang merong obvious na sub-dial at the 6 o'clock position na merong makapal na outline. No? And dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko din sa Patek Philippe Nautilus 5980R. It can be sold for up to 7.5 million pesos. Pagdating po kay Congressman Ralph Tulfo, ang kailangan po nating tingnan sa relo niya ay yung case shape na hugis television na naman, pati yung bracelet po, no, na kasama ng relo na ito. Dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko this is sa Patek Philippe Aquanaut 51671A. So on the secondary market, I've seen this watch for up to 4.6 million pesos. So itong relo ni Coach Este, Congressman Franz Pomarin po, no, kailangan nating tingnan dyan yung case shape niya, yung integrated bracelet. So dito pa lang clue na Nautilus yan, pero tingnan natin yung sub-dials niya. Merong 3 sub-dials yan at that will inform you kung gaano ka-komplikado ang relo na ito. So ang relo po na ito, sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko, this is a Patek Philippe Nautilus 5740 1G. Kaya on the secondary market, this would cost you up to 13.5 million pesos. Sa pinakaunang relo na ito, ang kailangan po nating tingnan yung case and bracelet, specifically the tone of the case, which looks like it's rose gold. Tapos pag tiningnan nyo po yung bracelet niya, there are multiple piece links na rose gold din with polished finishes. Tapos tingnan natin yung dial niya, which is color black, and then tingnan natin yung black dial niya na merong 3 sub-dial at the 3, 6, and 9 positions. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko this is sa Patek Philippe Grand Complications 5270/1R. So ang SRP ng relo na ito is almost 14.5 million pesos, pero on the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 16 million pesos. And yan po ay a ridiculous amount of money. Dito sa pangalawang relo, ang kailangan nating tingnan yung rose gold case and bracelet, and then how the bracelet attaches to the case, which is integrated bracelet yan. And then you look at the 2 sub-dials at the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock positions. Tapos tingnan natin yung seemingly dark blue dial niya. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko this is a Patek Philippe Nautilus 5990/1R. On the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 18.2 million pesos. Dito naman sa relo na ito, tingnan natin yung rose gold case, pati bracelet niya, rose gold. And then, tingnan din natin kung paano dumidikit yung bracelet doon sa case. So, mapapansin nyo kagad na parang kamukha niya yung relo na tiningnan natin kanina. Pero tingnan natin yung dial niya. The dial looks like it's black from this angle. And then, pag tiningnan natin yung 6 o'clock position, merong obvious na subdial. Pag tiningnan nyo naman yung top half ng dial, parang wala siya masyadong laman. And then, tingnan din natin yung kapal ng relo. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko this is sa Patek Philippe Nautilus 5980/1R. Ngayon, ang relo na ito, nakikita ko sell on the secondary market for up to 328 million won. Yan po ay nasa mga 13.8 million pesos. Dito sa relo ni Mylene ko, asawa ni Zaldi ko, ang kailangan nating tingnan yung case shape niya. Tapos pag tiningnan nyo yung bezel ng relo na ito, parang may mga diamonds kasi medyo makintab. And then pag tiningnan nyo yung dial niya, parang merong brown na circle dyan. And I think these are the markers. And then we also have to take a look at the strap, which in this case, parang kulay balat yung strap ng relo. And this is most probably a rubber strap. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko this is an Aquanaut, the 5072R-001. On the secondary market, I find it sell for up to 205,000 euros. In peso terms, yan ay nasa mga 14.2 million pesos, which is a ridiculous amount of money. Let's move away from something a bit wild and over-engineered into something more classy with what our source thinks is a Patek Philippe Nautilus. And probably it's a Patek Philippe Nautilus 7118/1200R. On the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 10 million pesos. Dito sa relo na ito, ang pinaka-importanting tingnan, yung kulay ng case and bracelet niya, na rose gold yan. And then pag tiningnan nyo yung shape ng case, Huggies television. Pag tiningnan nyo yung dial niya, it's quite dark. And if you look at the connection of the bracelet to the case, it's in the integrated style. At dahil sa mga katangian, I think this is a Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711R. So ang relo na ito on the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 10.5 million pesos. Dito naman sa relo na ito, ang kailangan nating tingnan, pinaka-important and pinaka-striking, yung rubber strap niya na kulay orange. And then tingnan natin yung case shape niya, Huggies television. And then let's look at the subdial at the 6 o'clock position. At dahil sa mga katangian na to, tingin ko din sa Patek Philippe Aquanaut 5968A. So ang relo na ito on the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 7.5 million pesos. Dito sa unang relo ni Sen Idol Raffy Tulfo, ang kailangan nating tingnan, una, yung case nito, yung hugis niya parang television, tapos yung kulay nito parang rose gold tone siya dito. And then let's look closely at the rubber strap as well, na kulay brown yan. Tapos pag tiningnan nyo yung 6 o'clock position, may parang subdial. And then if you look at the hands as well, there appear to be 3 hands, dalawa na parang solid color and one that is at least here appears to be skeletonized. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko this Patek Philippe Aquanaut reference 5164R. On the secondary market, I see it sell for up to $195,000 in Philippine peso terms. Yan ay nasa mga 11.85 million. Dito naman sa relo na ito ni Sen Idol, ang kailangan nating tingnan, the case shape niya, which in this case is squarish. It also has a blue strap na parang canvas siya, and it looks very complicated when you look at the blue dial. Ngayon, ang relo na ito, dahil sa mga katangian na yan, I think it's a Patek Philippe Cubitus, reference 5822P, P standing for platinum, and as you can probably tell, this watch is encased in platinum. So this watch retails for around 5.7 million pesos, but I see it sell on the secondary market for almost $200,000. Sa piso, yan ay mga 12.15 million pesos, but you would have to pay shipping, taxes, and duties. So, dito naman sa relo na ito ni Sen Idol, ang kailangan nating tingnan, the case shape, the bracelet, and how it integrates to the case and the 3 sub-dials on this watch is going to be quite familiar by now. This is a Nautilus, more specifically the reference 5740G. So G, when we see the G in Patek Philippe references, it typically pertains to white gold. It retails for very close to 10.5 million pesos, but I see it sell on the secondary market for right around 321,500 US dollars. Ngayon, in Philippine peso terms, yan ay nasa mga 19.55 million pesos. So, dito sa relo ni Sam Versosa, ang kailangan nating tingnan, the case shape na should be quite familiar at this stage. But you look at this watch, it's laden with gems, probably laden with diamonds. Let's also look at that integrated bracelet style. Again, this already quite familiar. The silhouette is quite familiar. Let's then look at the dial display na parang kulay itim siya. And then let's look at the 12 o'clock position and the 6 o'clock position. There appear to be sub-dials. At dahil sa mga katangian yan, tingin ko this is a Patek Philippe Nautilus 5990-1400G. On the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 1.378 million US dollars. Pag kinonvert nyo sa pesos, yan ay halos 83 million pesos plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa. When it came to the alternative, I went for something that's a bit more off the radar, a bit more simple with the Straum Jan Mayen. And it's quite expensive at 1,700 US dollars. Yan ay 100,000 pesos plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa. So as some of you might know, ngayong 2025 ko lang sinimulan talaga gumawa ng content, and I never really at any point in my life before this na naisip kong gagawa ako ng mga videos for people to consume. I used to just watch these content creators here on YouTube, sila Andrew Morgan from Watchfinder nung panahon na yon. We have Teddy Baldassar, the Urban Gentry Channel, Nico Leonard, among others. And for me as a content creator, it has been an incredible journey at this point, and it's also been quite mind-blowing, especially when I look at the numbers. May mga videos ako na nag-exceed ng 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 views. And for a small-time content creator like myself, that's already a huge deal. I also look at the subscriber count na sa punto na ito ay halos 30,000 na. Hindi ko naisip na abot ako sa kalingkingan ng mga numero na yan. Kaya malaki pong pasasalamat ko sa mga sumusuporta sa akin para maging posible ang channel nito. Syempre, number 1 dyan, yung pinakamamahal kong asawa na lumabas na sa ilang video ko dito sa Pochok Lock. At syempre sa pamilya, mas lalo na sa mga sisters-in-law ko na nagbibigay ng mga concepts, nagbibigay ng mga ideas to help improve how I'm making content. At syempre, para sa isang YouTube channel na katulad nito, na mag-succeed, mahalaga dyan yung mga subscribers and mga viewers. So sa mga nanonood po ng mga video ko, maraming salamat, especially dun sa mga subscribe na, pati sa mga nakikipag-interact sa comment section ng mga videos ko. At this point, gusto ko rin mag-shoutout sa mga brands na nakipag-collaborate na. So thank you to Venezia Nico from Italy. We have Christopher Ward, that's from England. We also have Siga Design. It's a Chinese brand that has already collaborated with me. And Filipino brands, of course, like Makina Watches and Argos Philippines. So thanks, guys, for the trust. And of course, there's going to be more of this in the coming year. Yun lang po para sa video na ito. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. At maraming salamat sa oras ng panonood. Laters, yo!